Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way down. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Not a lot of headway on that carry, but when you're dealing with a defensive line that can cover up your center, sometimes you got to think about getting out of that play. Not going to be a lot of space when that happens.
And the ball situated at the 9, second and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll go option to the short side, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Over!
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, what a move. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
To throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Leopard!
first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. He'll look to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now they try the right side here. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there. This will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Gone! Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw here. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a first down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
4 down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. He sets to fire deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Hot!
Looking to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, you were just alluding to it. They had the lead. Don't try anything silly. Run the ball, but they opted to throw it incomplete.
And now the punt, as a result, is really compressed, isn't it? So the mechanics have to be perfect. Snap, and he's got to get rid of it fast.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fielded at the 33. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Sponge. Leopard. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 319. 319. I got him. Back to mine. I got him. Over.
He'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop the throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Detroit!
On play action, they'll throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And all the way up to the 46. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They're going to look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And Lutz puts this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Niners get there and bring him down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And on the ground they go with a running back. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is going to be 49er football.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but
it's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Steps away. And that is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. First target, first catch, and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Steps away to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken...
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Green 39! Green 39! Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Detroit. Detroit.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Tied in on the corner route. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Leopard! Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go! 51 to Mike. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. No. Me.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. He got 29 yards that time.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. D. Ford in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Back to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll look to throw here. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. As his guys are in for 6. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Oh, the spin. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey, switch.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Fights off the defender. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Rams will get it at the 20. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Motion.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Give him 30 yards there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. And it's a fumble. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Niners on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays and offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Alert! Alert! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! 51 to mine!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play that time for the Rams. 61 yards. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Niners, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. What the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop it. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our fire offend you.